What's going on? The Lucky Cards here. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys about the 6 phases of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. So, each player's turn is comprised of 6 phases. These 6 phases continually cycle, alternating between players until a winner is declared. Strictly speaking, you must declare when you are entering or leaving a phase. You don't really have to. For this website, all you really do is click, but you usually do. And a phase can only be left if both players agree. That's not really. So let's talk about the first phase, the draw phase. Okay, so the draw phase is all it really is you drawing a card from your deck. So the second the game starts, you draw a card from your deck. The second it's your turn, you draw a card from your deck. Okay, so the standby phase, nothing really big happens in it. All it really is nothing really happens in it unless a card says something about the standby phase. And now my favorite phase, okay? So, yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm using the elemental heroes. Yeah, I'm using the elemental heroes. Yeah, so now let's move on to our main phase. The main phase is pretty much the phase that you do most of your stuff in. In main phase, the turn player, so if it's your turn, or normal summon, tribute summon, or set a monster. You can only normal summon or tribute summon one monster out of the both. And, and you can special summon if, like, a card says you can special summon, like, I don't have any. Maybe, like, you see how this one says, when this card is normal summon, so when I place this on the field, I can summon one level 4 or lower monster from my hand. So, that's special summoning. Whenever you summon a monster that, is obviously... Whenever you use a monster, and it's that, I will just get that. Special summoning is just summoning a monster if a card says you can or stuff. So what you can also do in on your turn is set trap cards, which, like I said in a previous video, you cannot activate the trap cards or on the turn or summon. You can activate spell cards straight out of your hand, or keep them in, or set them, whatever you want to do. So that's 2 things you can do in the main phase 1. I don't think there. Oh yeah, you can XYZ infusion summon and stuff, and I think that's all you really can do in the main phase. If I'm mistaken, somebody in the chat tell me, because I'm 90% sure that's all you can do. Oh yeah, when these are on the field, you can act for at least 1 turn. You can activate them, like if they're like cards, like draw cards or stuff like that you doesn't really affect your opponent's turn. Second you end your turn, you can activate it. So that's that. Let me double check to make sure. But I think that's all you can really do in that. So, the next stage, also one of my favorites, that would be... Sorry about that, that's my phone going off. The next thing you can do... The next thing is the battle phase. So that's this one right here. So the battle phase is where you declare an attack on your opponent. It's where you declare an attack on your opponent. And defend with your creature. Well, switch your cards to like defense and stuff. Put your cards in defense. Not summon creatures. You can't really activate effects in this unless it's like a quick play, like that sign right there. But that's what the battle phase is. Here, let me double check. Wikipedia's being stupid. So battle step. He quit the duel, but let's just answer that guy really quickly. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, but the battle phase is mostly about switching your creatures to defense. Okay, so the damage step, some people call it, is a step during the battle phase during which battle is performed. It occurs immediately after. It's the battle step. There's like a tiny one in between this. So if the attack target. Yeah, so I'll tell you how battling works. If the attack target is face down, it is flipped up during this step before damage calculation. If that monster has a flip effect, which some creatures do, or a trigger effect that activates when it is flipped up, it is activated after damage calculation, but still during the damage step. During the after damage calculation, chain monsters that have been determined to be destroyed by battle remain on the field. Such monsters cannot be returned to the hand or the deck. So if a face-down penguin soldier is attacked and determined to be destroyed by battle, it cannot target itself to return to the hand since it has already been destroyed. At the end of the battle step, the monster or monsters destroyed by battle is sent to the graveyard, unless a card specifically says go elsewhere, such as Dark Magician of Chaos or Grave Protector. So, cards and effects that can be activated. During the damage step, only certain cards and effects may be activated. Note that some cards and effects specify that they cannot be activated during the damage step, which supersedes any reason they would be able to be activated. The following cards can be activated during the damage step. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I'm reading off Wikipedia page, but it doesn't really matter. So you can counter trap cards, mandatory effects, only mandatory effects as specified. Note, they cannot activate during the damage step. During the damage step will not. The only such card is Vivid Night. Okay, spell and / trap cards and quick like effects that directly alter the attack and defense of a monster can be activated during the damage step until damage calculation. Directly means that you cannot perform an optional action that would only modify attack / defense indirectly, such as activating Mystical Space Typhoon that targets Necro Valley or activating Reverse Trap. I don't want to read through all that. So what I said earlier is pretty much all you can do in the battle step when you're like getting attacked and stuff. So the next step is main phase 2. It's kinda like main phase. kind of like main phase 1, but it's after it. So after the battle phase, the turn player enters main phase 2. In this phase, any action that could normally be performed in main phase 1 can occur, as long as the requirements are met. No more than one normal summon or set. So you guys may normal summon, tribute summon, or set a monster if you have not already done so in main phase 1. Special summon monsters. Manually change the battle position of a monster, provided that monster did not declare an attack during the battle phase, and provided that it was not set. Normal summon, flip summon, or special summon this turn. Perform a flip summon on a monster card, provided it was not set or summoned in main phase 1. Activate effects such as those of Barrel Dragon or Blowback Dragon if they have not been activated in main phase 1. So it's pretty much saying that you can do whatever you can main phase 1 and main phase 2 if you haven't already done it. So the last in the battle phase after damage calculation, you minus that much from your life points. Like if I summon this guy and he attacked and killed my creature and it was in attack mode, it would minus 100 since it had 100 more. I'll probably go more in depth on the battle phase because it requires to know how to actually battle. But the end phase is pretty much you declaring that you end your turn, and or you can act if the card says activate this effect in the end phase, you activate it and then you end your turn. That's pretty much what it is. So those are the 6 phases. I'll probably go more in depth on how to battle and stuff later on. That'll be a short video. But thanks, guys, for watching. And if this helped you, click the subscribe button and like the channel. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.